Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Brooklyn. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. They're going to look to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going. And they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Travis Etienne punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Blake. And good, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On 3rd down, Keys. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Throwing on 1st down. Randolph. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, Randolph. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Barons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. Each team's had it. Each team is scored 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Another tote for ETN. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with ETN. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And down inside the 15 he goes. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Straight ahead, ETN. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. ETN up the middle. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 7-7, our score. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing middle, and it's complete. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones. We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team winning Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Randolph. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on third down. Randolph. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Keys. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Russell. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Up the middle they go. Keys. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Back to throw here. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, look at the juke. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Back to throw again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Over the middle, he's got Shenault. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A big play, if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with ETN. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Randolph. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead, should they so choose. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. Now back to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Randolph looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Russell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. Operating from the gun. Randolph. He finds his man. Complete. It's Russell. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here we go on 4th down. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake. Randolph steps away.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 15.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. ETN once more. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this.
Oh, my God.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Michael Pittman.
69 yards.
And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Randolph. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Randolph. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Over the middle, complete. It's Ingram. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Looking to throw. Randolph. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Barons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's Michael Pittman and the rest of this offense getting set for the upcoming drive.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. He'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. George Kittle, 71 yards. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Throwing to start the drive. Randolph. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Randolph. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing on 1st down. Randolph. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Russell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Barons are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now a throw here, hauled in. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys with much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. On second down, Etienne once more. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Etienne.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now,
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Sauce Gardner puts it on. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Throwing to start the drive. Randolph. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Intercepted, and that should do it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they'll run with Etienne. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Travis Etienne, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. In this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw. Randolph. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Barons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle.